have a child, you think, great. And then when you have a special needs child, you think, great, but you don't know what to expect. You don't know where you're going with it. The road that you take is unknown.
A lot of people, unfortunately, they don't know what to expect, and neither did I. And was I disappointed? At first I was. It's like you're planning a trip to Italy, but when the plane lands, you're in Holland. And Holland isn't a terrible place, it's just a different place. And that's kind of like having a child with a special need.
I think the perspective Joe has brought to everybody is you can really be a part of everything. It's just really become a more inclusive community altogether because he's just a teenage boy. It doesn't matter that he has Down syndrome.
I don't remember every single student. I've been here for 23 years, but Joe is certainly somebody who I will not forget. He works harder than almost any other student I've seen. He's been a manager for our football team, and he's been a manager for our baseball teams. But every person that I think comes into contact with Joe really recognizes what a great asset he is, not only to our programs, but to our student body as well.
It's not like, oh, Joe has Down syndrome, let's put him on the team. That's not anywhere close. He is as much as part of us as we are of him, and collectively together, we're much stronger with him with us, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
The kids here just accept him as he's no different. They don't even look at him as a kid with Down syndrome. They see him as that's Joe. And that's what it's taught me, is that there's so much that you gain from knowing a kid like that and just seeing what he brings, the conversations that you have with him and the experiences and the things that you share. I've learned a lot from him because of that.
If you would see him interact with our players and how Joe builds relationships with every single player, like he doesn't leave any kid out, is unbelievable. Joe's kind of taught me that.
And seeing a lot of the kids for the football team and the baseball team accepting them, that's where you want people to learn not to be judgmental. Because there's things to learn from them. They maybe have their shortcomings like we all do, but they have a lot to offer.
All the guys love him. And instead of him wanting to be like them, I think they want to be like him.
What's next for Joe after high school is whatever he puts his mind to. One of the challenges of this year is he is interested in so many things, and he has so many skills and abilities and talents. And so just trying to narrow that down into what that specific path will be. I mean, he has so many options. He'll do whatever he sets his mind to.
They can do whatever motivation you give them and tools you give them. And Albert and his wife get it, the Pujols Family Foundation. They sponsor all this, and they don't ask you how much money you make. Oh, you have a child with Down syndrome? Bring them on to class. We'll take care of them.
That's the biggest thing I think everybody wants, having your child included and not excluded. And that's, I think, what the Pujols Foundation is trying to promote is, look at their abilities more than their disabilities that we think they have. Because we all have disabilities and we all have our shortcomings. So if you look at these people as people, you're going to find out that they're pretty awesome.